Hello and welcome to another episode of Never a Straight Answer. This is a bonus episode of the podcast that aims to cover a wide range of topics from conspiracy theories to popular culture and news. I'm Gaz, and in the studio for an extra time, it's the Torture Chamber Taylor.
Yo, yeah, Gaz.
Yeah, man, this is kind of the extra for the Halloween show, part 1. Yeah, so this is part 1.1. So episode 12.1, part 1.1.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Well, you don't have to call it that, just call it Never a Straight Answer.
Extra.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah.
So this is we're talking to you from the past.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
And this
about a few days.
So we'll release this midweek, and you'll get it. This is a podcast that we just kind of, it's all the extra bits that we didn't have time for, and considering this was a pretty chock-a-block information wise episode, we've got quite a lot to cover today. We've got a bit of news, Taylor choking there. We've got the bit of news, we've got entertainment news that we didn't have time for, and we had to abandon. And also we've got a quality top 10.
We have indeed.
So,
we have.
Hey.
You're not wrong there.
So yeah, man. So what was the first bit of news that we've got?
Right. Oh well, it's a bit of a funny one actually.
Oh, we like this. It's a little lighty ones. We'll go on.
Well, Canada has legalised weed.
Yeah, man.
Over the last couple of days.
They're pretty righteous people.
Yeah.
Well, they've kind of had it as a decriminalization in a lot of places in Canada.
Yeah, because they couldn't control it, basically.
And obviously they had that card where you had to go in and you had to be kind of prescribed it by your doctor.
Yeah.
Well, now it's been totally legalised, hasn't it? So you can pop down the shops.
Yeah.
Anyone.
And get it smoking.
Totally, man.
Ask a copper for a light.
Yeah, serious. That's really good. Well, they have got a pot leaf on the flag.
Oh yes.
So
yes.
Got totally involved with the cannabis. I mean, it's like you wonder why like other countries don't follow suit. But so what's the?
We can earn $6.5 billion if we did it tomorrow.
Well, I said this when we went into recession. We it'd just be a case of like
pay off our debt, man.
We pay off the debt in a couple of days.
Yeah, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah, so
definitely will.
So what's the situation in Canada then?
Well, the situation in Canada is 2 days after they legalised it, they've run out.
They've run out?
Yeah, they've run out, basically.
Everyone's gone mad for it, haven't they?
Shops have had to ask the police to guard their shops because there's that many people.
What, they think they're holding out on them?
Yeah,
that's
that
basically
much
what it is.
Just gone. You would have thought, you know what? We're going to ask the Queen because we're the country that makes the majority of it.
Yeah.
In poundage, we can send them a shitload. I don't see why not.
Yeah,
we've got to build the
economy up somewhere, haven't we? Yeah. So I suppose we have got kind of hemp farms in the UK.
40 billion. We'll throw some your way. There's our debt paid.
Not a lot of people know that.
No,
but it's true.
Yeah.
And
biggest by pound by far. By far.
So basically, like they've
We've already.
I do like the fact that the Canadians they're quite they like the hockey, they like a drink and a chicken wing.
Yeah.
Right.
Bit of hunting.
And something comes along where they're like, what, I'm allowed to smoke weed?
Yeah.
Oh, quality. I mean, and they've all just gone fucking ape shit for it, haven't they?
They have. They've been, instead of just smoking it when they've done everything and everything's chilled out.
Yeah, I know.
Smoking it as soon as they get up in the morning.
They're probably smoking it at work. I mean, they must be like, fair enough. It's like, alcohol's legal to an extent, but there's still rules about getting pissed up and going to your
probably
job.
Started up smoking over there again.
How do you know,
people, like our smoking's gone down.
Yeah, we've got smoking bans, so it's probably kind of like cut our kind of the people who smoke down. But by legalising the weed, it's
gone right up. Forget these bleeding peace pipes. Forget that.
They just say, "Oh, well, I just bong it."
Yeah.
I just go straight to
THC.
Well, again, this is it. The amount of kind of like since the weed's been kind of a bit more seen as a medicine. The kind of the science, what's gone into the preparation of cannabis now. It's just mind blowing, the amount of edibles. and like
Different
waxes
sorts.
and heaths and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's available.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
mad. It's crazy.
So I mean, you can only imagine what like they're doing in labs with it. You know,
Yeah.
and if it's supposed to have the properties that it does, then it's maybe it's the key to
Get one where
stuff.
shitloads more THC grows on it. Then you don't need as much in there, do you?
Yeah, well,
Then you.
yeah, but
then
you'd still end up putting the same amount in.
Well, no, because you're safe plantation.
And this is why Canada ran out.
Well, yeah,
they all
that's
went doing blunts.
Yeah, it used to be a desert till they all started planting trees.
Yeah.
Look at it now. It's
That's
fresh.
it. Mounties running around.
Could be Britain now.
Yeah.
Could be Britain in a couple of years.
Yeah, green with the smell of green.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful days.
Let's make Britain green again.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, make Britain green again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good slogan.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you can. Well,
Definitely.
I want a fiver every time someone says that now. Right.
Yeah.
So any more news?
Britain's just sent up a rocket.
Cool, everyone's sending rockets up at the
Yeah,
moment.
man.
I was wondering when Britain was going to get on the bandwagon,
Yeah.
where's our rocket going? 'Cause
Ours is going around the Earth
yeah,
and then stretching out towards Venus
yeah.
and then gonna hit Mercury.
Oh, right, so they're going to Mercury.
Yeah.
So,
they're basically.
as I understand it, Mercury is the closest planet to the sun.
It is. You're
And
right
then
there.
it's got a core of molten iron.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's a weird thing about it. It shouldn't have as much iron than it does.
Yeah, well, I would imagine that it would be quite a baked planet. Do you know what I mean?
Oh
Because
yeah,
it's,
definitely. But there's still questions about we haven't really checked it out. But it's the same with Venus. We haven't really checked Venus out.
Well,
These seem to be the
No. They don't tell you that they're checking out, but it's like they always draw attention to Mars and other planets. But there's Venus that they never talk about, and probably Venus has probably got more in common with the Earth than any of the others. I think I seen something they were saying like when they sent a probe to Venus, it was like a snapshot of our evolutionary soup.
Yeah,
primordial atmosphere.
Well, the actual atmosphere, if we was on there, we could live in the clouds. That's how close, like it's like there's stuff going on that, like.
So we'd have to live above, kind of in the middle of the atmosphere in order to kind of live. But
yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's like there's so much that they do know about the planet.
Yeah.
But they never kind of sort of. Publicise it. They never publicise it, do they? So
they don't. Well, it's a 7-year mission.
Here on a 7-year mission to map uncharted space.
5 billion miles he's gonna go.
It's
to Mercury.
5 million. And how is it manned?
No. Basically, it's 2 probes. One
Right.
from Europe and one from Japan. And what it's going to do is it's going to orbit the planet and then to do like its scientific test.
Right, okay, the amount of probes that we send out into space stands to reason that if there is anything out there, they're going to run into a probe, if not us.
Well, yeah, have you ever heard of Dark Knight?
Yeah, the Dark Knight satellite.
Yeah.
Right, now, I always had a thing about that, do you know, what was he called now, he was in Carl Sagan, right? Carl Sagan lobbied for this kind of information to be sent out into space, or by probe, right? And it contained like music and art, and kind of
Voyager and Voyager 2.
It had the gold disc on it.
Yeah,
didn't it?
Voyager.
Carl
and Voyager
Sagan
2.
got that on there, right?
Yeah.
But it also had like man's DNA code and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was a bad idea, mate.
Yeah,
you just say, here's our weaknesses and here's how to kill us and here's our vulnerabilities.
Well, they haven't really gone anywhere. The actual
that's never been found.
The actual one of the probes has just literally hit the edge of our solar system, and he's just about to enter into the Kuiper Belt.
Yeah, actually, no. There's one which
but that's
is
the second one.
No, that's thingy, isn't it? That's I remember the name of this one. It's actually gone through the Kuiper Belt. It's
Horizon.
It is Horizon.
Horizon's gone through
New
as well.
Horizons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're actually expected to come across a new celestial body at Christmas.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about.
Yeah. Nibiru.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, well, everybody.
Well, actually, no.
No, because that should be already by Jupiter by now. I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, no, this celestial body, they don't know what it is, but they expect it's going to be some sort of planet. And if that's... But they've actually suspected that there was other planets beyond the Kuiper Belt anyway, and they're still part of our little...
Yeah, because they just now found a solar system with 3 massive planets.
It's crazy actually if you think about it, because the whole solar system's like, if you look at it like on a scan or something where you saw every asteroid that's orbiting and the Kuiper Belts and stuff like that. Yeah. We're actually kind of domed. So we're already kind of covered.
True.
Do you know, we're kind of in a sphere of rubble.
NASA said that there's in the next couple of weeks there's 3 meteorites are coming close between us and the moon. Really
there's
close.
That skull, the pumpkin or the skull
pumpkin.
asteroid. That's is that actually going to kind of come close enough that we're going to be able to see it? We talked about this on a previous episode.
Yeah.
We do talk about a lot of stuff on this episode. I seem to say that quite a lot.
Yeah.
So we cover.
That's what we
cover everything, don't we? So
yeah.
What are the other meteorites that are going to be coming?
I can't remember what the names were of the other two.
And have they got any sort of specs
big.
on how close it's going to get?
Well, think of it this way: between us and the moon, it's 250. 2,000. Let me get this right now. 13 miles to come out of our planet. Right.
Is that all it is? 13 miles out.
Yeah.
Seriously, I cycle that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to cycle up there.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem it's not that far, really, if you think about it.
No, not really, but you'd have a hard time breathing. That's the main issue.
Well, obviously, I'd have to fit myself up with some sort of some apparatus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then it's 250 miles to the nearest to where the satellites are. Right. And it's 250.
So that's the outer
2,500 miles to the moon. So it's going to be between us and the moon. So it's going to be between 20 and 15, I'd imagine.
Right. Okay.
Or should I say, 20. What the?
About 20 miles. Right.
It's going to be in between, but it's going to be. It should be in between, but they're saying that there is a possibility that they could hit, but it's unlikely.
Have a look into it. Find the maps.
Yeah. Well, I'd be getting closer.
Yeah.
Well, these satellites.
That's me asking questions that we're not prepared for.
That's true.
Sorry.
Well, I knew a little bit.
Sweet.
And the project is going to cost, which has cost, 14 billion, and basically these two craft are going to orbit around it and give us some data. Basically.
Sweet. So when are they expected to receive some data on it? Is
well,
any
it doesn't
word,
get
or is
there.
it just kind of like?
It's going to be about 8-9 years.
Yeah, they do seem to take that long, don't they?
They have got like 5 billion miles to go.
Well, they should, I mean...
It's going to take 7 years
to get there. Have you noticed that we're sending up a lot of probes at the minute? We've got a lot of things landing
but
on...
we need to do that.
On meteorites, we've got... Of course we do,
but there's a lot of it that's closed down.
Why do you think there's such a rush?
Well, I think you know my theory on that one. Nibiru. Well, there's something going on out there. We don't know what it is.
Well,
we're not going to tell what's going on.
If it's a kind of like if there is bunkers and stuff, the likes of us probably won't get in there. Yeah.
No. Well, actually, I seen a list years ago about if a disaster ever hit the planet on the British file. Who do you reckon's at the top of the pile?
Prime Minister.
No.
Who? Queen.
No.
Go on then.
Apart from all of them have been dealt with, and you've got
then top of the
20% have been saved. Now the other 8%.
What profession? Are we talking what profession?
Yeah, who would they take on?
A doctor?
Who's at the top of the? No.
Police?
No.
I don't know.
Builder.
Oh yeah, obviously. Well, this is
builder
it.
is at the top
That's
of the
the
list.
thing. Is always like if you know, people are always going to need basic necessities like plumbing.
Yeah.
Electrics.
Second.
Electrics is one of those things that you can live without. Yeah, right. But
Well, you won't be able to do
running
anything
water-
underground without a builder.
Exactly. Right. Well,
Doctor's going to be no use.
well, not necessarily,
without a
because if
builder.
they've built it all they need is maintenance.
Well, no, but let's say it starts collapsing or something goes wrong there. Meteorite's going to hit it.
Well,
you want to build
they'd
out.
have structural engineers, wouldn't
Yeah.
they? They'd have smart, intelligent people, yeah.
But you'll need the builder to actually do it.
Right, fair dues.
Yeah.
So, I can buy that. Who's next then?
Who's next what?
Well, who's next in the social class? I mean, so what, is it just going to be a load of
Oh,
politicians
doctors.
and builders
No,
going?
then it's going to be doctors, then it's going to go down into...
So
like
I said,
dentists
so what I'm
and
getting
stuff
at
like
is
that.
it's,
But the
it's
top of
on
the
one
pile.
hand it's good that they go in and look, you know, the everyman, like not all the everyman, but like the space agencies are looking for alternate routes. If that is the case,
Well, what they should have been doing is sorting another fucking place for us to go in case something does go wrong with this planet.
Yeah, but they've
been sat on their ass because what they've been doing.
But again, it's like
New World
it's
Order's been
cycles.
taking it over. That's
No,
why.
I think, you know, in terms of colonisation, then they'll always be looking to expand the human race and take it out into the stars.
Not at this rate.
But yeah, but you know, no matter what, even if a handful of us get off this planet and find another planet to live on, the human race has survived. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the chances of that
and they'll
happening
probably
now
change
are
into
0
something
to
else.
0.
And I know there's people out there that don't believe in evolution, but you know.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in evolution.
You don't know. So.
There's too many big parts.
No, well,
We've
I
had
think
this
we discussed this
conversation the
about
other day,
evolution. But no, but I know you can believe in evolution to a point, and then you can start believing in your
Well, it
ancient
depends what
alien
you
theories.
categorise as evolution.
Well,
if
no,
it's
because
categorising moving from one species to another, to another, to another, to another, to another.
well, I had a bit of a
believe it.
mind-blowing one today, actually. Right, you know they say pigs are more, it's similar to humans, right, in terms of organs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now maybe,
use hearts now.
maybe, right, it wasn't the monkeys we evolved from after
You're
all.
saying we're pigs.
It was pigs, right? That's why certain religions don't eat them, because it's tantamount of cannibalism, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's the
don't be
real
saying
reason.
that.
But
Don't be saying that. I like my bacon butty, man.
tell
What
me
the
about it. Tell me
fuck's
about it.
going on?
But right, it's if we found out about it, it'd be fucking horrible. So they keep it a secret and go, yeah, we're monkeys.
There's more chance of a
We're
monkey
we're
climbing out
close
my
to
ass.
monkeys, mate. We're close to monkeys. We're not pigs, honest.
Yeah, but we're even
Maybe that's a
closer.
controversial fucking thing.
Yeah, then.
Yeah, it's a mind-blowing thing. I don't want to put you off your bacon sarnie, but it made me think.
You know what? You know why? Because even closer than a
I blew
pig,
my own mind on that one.
even closer to a pig in DNA
Go on.
structures is a snail and a worm.
Really?
So
We're even closer to a
really,
snail
yeah,
or a worm?
exactly. So what about the effects
Well, does that
of
not say that we're all from the same thing?
No, because like I've said before, 30% of the DNA structure is being taken out there and not talked about.
Ooh. Well.
So
yeah.
you've only got a certain
that is the bit that says we're pigs.
yeah, it's like that. Well,
so you know.
yeah, you could say we were fucking elephants, but
Could be.
you know what I mean?
Well, you've got big
Yeah,
ears, so.
well, hey, but you've got a big nose.
Well, we got something else. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So, I've got any more news, or is that it for the news?
That's it, my sunshine. That it lifted off at 2:45 a.m. UK time in France. And yeah, so we're in about 8 years now.
It should land in, and we should find out.
Well,
so
we should
in
have
8 years'
some data
time,
at least.
we'll give you an update.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, we will. We will remember.
If we're still here and the aliens haven't took us for slaves.
Oh, Nibiru hasn't crashed and killed us off.
That's it. Well, yeah. That's perfectly feasible idea.
Well, I've got some entertainment news.
Ooh, entertainment
news. It's entertainment news. I don't know. Do you know, we might need to get some jingles made.
Jingles?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it is nearly Christmas.
No, not like Christmas ornaments. Like I'm talking like
Christmas songs.
actual jingles that say Entertainment news, that type of stuff. Anyway, I've got
Well,
off track
yeah,
because
yeah,
our
we could do
entertainment
that.
news this week's Halloween based, so we're going back to the spooky music.
Ooh, spooky.
Saying that though, I would have expected there was to be a lot more movies on at the cinema for Halloween. You know,
Yeah, but it's not Halloween yet.
No, I think the movies, everyone's concentrating on superhero movies, and they don't really make.
Oh yeah, it's a new genre for that.
It is Halloween. I mean, so what's out? I mean, I've been looking to see what's out for the entertainment bit, and Halloween is the only film that seems to be on at the cinema.
You're joking. How many times has that been made?
Yeah, well, this one's a direct sequel from the original 1978 original film. It's going to be ignoring the other films that come after, I think, number 2.
Right, yeah, like Jason and shit.
So, yeah, so this is going to be Mike Myers again. It's going to be starring Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, so, Sex on Legs.
It should be good, that, actually, but it's already out. It came out on the 19th of October it came out. So,
it's already out?
Yeah, it's just come out, but I'm not sure how it's going to come across. Like you say, they've made so many sequels and remakes.
Right. To be honest, horrors and that, they don't. I don't enjoy them no more because
that's
you know what actually is coming up.
Do you know what I really like?
To
slasher films, because I've got this thing about monsters in films. Right. There was a film I saw years ago called The Faculty. Right, and it was like a body snatcher type film. Right. Where the aliens or something was making the whole school act weird, right? And there was this drug dealer
have like
kid.
Spikes coming out of it.
Oh no, you didn't really see anything like that at first. It was just like they went zombified and started kind of like going into unison and like a hive mind sort of thing. Yes. And there was a kid there who was like selling like amphetamines. Yeah. Right. And during a scuffle, he stabs one of these people with a pen with the amphetamines in it, and he ends up shriveling up, and that's a way of killing them. Yeah, and he works out that they're not human. Yeah. Right. It's a great film up until a girl spoiler alert, jumps into a swimming pool, and when she emerges out the swimming pool, she's turned into a big monster. Yeah. Oh. I know. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I was like, spoiled the film. So I'm not a fan of monsters, like in that sense of the word, right? Yeah. I like monster movies, but
I'm not into
don't try and be a body snatchers horror sort of movie when you're actually going to introduce an alien monster.
Yeah, but they're trying to mix match, aren't they? They're trying to get like thrillers as well as
whereas you find like slasher movies where it's kind of a psycho. You can kind of believe that could happen in real life. That's more scary.
Has happened. Does happen.
Scream was like good for its day.
For its day, it was, yeah.
So what I'm suggesting is instead of going cinema this year for Halloween, stay in and watch some classics.
You know what? That ain't a bad idea. That because you can't beat the old classics. Man.
And I think it's out on download as well as Blu-ray and DVD and probably on Sky.
New hit, didn't they?
The new It, and that was pretty good apparently. So
was it right?
Yeah, I might try.
The old one.
Might watch
big
that.
Forehead.
But now, that was the end of entertainment news.
Oh,
and carrying on the Halloween theme.
Yeah.
We've got the top 10 most haunted buildings
in the world.
In the UK.
Yeah, which is in the world to us. Oh, don't you scare me.
At number 10, the Tower of London.
Tower of London?
Yep, it boasts quite a few ghosts. It boasts
and a bit of jewellery.
A few ghosts,
I believe.
Yeah, and a few jewellery. It's rumoured to have the ghost of Henry V.
Oh,
and the wife of Henry V.
Yes.
A bear ghost.
Bear?
Yep. And the nurse of Prince Edward, who's often been seen roaming around in the tower.
What's she doing there?
Just hanging about. What, all these ghosts just chillaxing?
Just chillaxing round there.
Well, this is
waiting
it. It's
for the Queen to turn up so they can frighten
If you were a ghost, right, and you came across another ghost, would you kind of like? That's why all these ghosts hang around together.
Why? So they can communicate together?
Yeah, potentially.
More power.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Well, at number 9, the Cheltenham torture chamber.
Oh.
That's it. Oh, there's Chillingham torture chamber. Yeah, and that's in the north of England, in Chillingham Castle. The Chillingham Castle Park has a torture chamber filled with ghosts.
Yes.
And it's supposed to have the Scottish soldiers from the early wars who were tortured there.
So they ain't going to be very happy then. You don't want to go in there then.
Well, no, they're supposed to have been really kind of disruptive and complained that they didn't have iron brew.
Yeah, they go off the head if they don't have no iron brew. If you feed them a carrot, that's it. They fuck you up. They fuck you up with the carrot. They sharpen the fucker.
Number 8, the Glasgow necropolises.
Oh.
Where it's rumored to be haunted as well as having vampires.
Vampires?
There's been reports of voices coming from the gravestones and shadowy figures lurking around. And necropolis is kind of one of those weird sort of burial chambers, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they're saying like vampires were lurking around in them. In these ones in Glasgow.
In Glasgow.
Yeah. I'm in Glasgow next in January, I think, at some point.
I bet it's when the pubs shut in.
I'm gonna check out the necropolis.
Oh, yes.
At number 7,
watch out for the mist.
The Hellfire Caves in
Caves.
West Wickham. There's been
Wickham man.
Rocks thrown, loud growls, shadows, and dark figures, and even reports of temperature changes, which made people freak the fuck out. At number 6, Hampton Court. It's home to a few ghosts.
Henry VIII's old place.
Yeah, it is actually Henry VIII's house. It's had the Grey Lady, the Screaming Lady, Skeletor.
Yeah. What? Where's he, man? That's
what I was gonna say. He's So Money Supermarket. He's probably he's moved house.
He-Man's moved next door.
And they've even been seeing the ghosts in the daytime. There's been multiple sightings. I'm not sure. I will have to look into that.
Yeah.
At number 5, 30 East Drive, Yorkshire.
Oh, Yorkshire.
The most violent poltergeist in Europe.
Oh shit.
Right, this is a bit fucked up, right? It's been known for burning skin of people who've been in the house, throwing knives and heavy objects.
Oh shit.
And people who visit have left traumatised, and the owner has actually refused to go there now. He won't even step foot in the building.
Oh shit.
So, yeah.
You could sell tickets, man.
You could just sell your house.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay there, but you don't have
prisoners in there or something. There you are. Won't be a bad boy no more, will you, son?
There you go, G4S. Yeah. Just send we'll open some prisons in some haunted houses. Traumatise the prisoners into scared straight.
They won't fuck about again, no, will they? Really, when they're walking out there with burn marks and fucking streaks of blood down the side of them or something.
At number 4, Tatton Old Hall. Is that Tatton Park?
I believe so.
This is pretty funny. At number 4, it's the Tatton Old Hall, the Grumpy Poltergeist. As basically he's been in there since the 16th century.
Oh, shit,
he's been knocking.
Must be tight.
Knocking around, and he takes a disliking to female visitors.
Oh, right.
And he's believed to be the ghost of the old groundskeeper. And he was said to be a grumpy sod that no one liked even when he was alive.
Oh, shame. Yeah. So he's haunting everyone because he was a fucker.
Because he was a grumpy fuck, and now he's a grumpy fucking death. Yeah. I could, you know what, I can...
Fair dues, he can do what he likes.
He's like, you twat, I'm going to haunt you. At number 3, 50 Berkeley Square, one of the most haunted homes in London, and home to a ghost of a woman reported to be able to... scare you to death. Actually scare you to death. And one report of a nobleman staying in the property became paralysed and was able to talk. Now we were talking about that thingy, weren't we?
Deep sleep when after 5 hours of going.
It's called the old hag syndrome.
Yeah.
And it's when you kind of get you wake up when you're in that paralysed state.
Yeah, and
So
you start seeing stuff and start
maybe that
talking
could have been something like that, but this is, he
possible, but he sounds old as well because an old
nobleman.
Yeah. So
but,
that sounds
but that doesn't. It's not a modern thing, and it's not just something that's occurring in modern time. It would have occurred all them time throughout history, and maybe they didn't have an explanation for it, and then now they've had a bit more modern science and psychology on it.
Yeah.
That they've worked out that this old hag syndrome is actually just a psychology. It's something that's going on in your head because you're half asleep and your brain's between.
Well, we still think we know everything, and we know absolutely fuck all.
But if it's a nobleman, then and he sees this witch and he's woke up paralysed, that says to me that he's had that. He's came down with that.
Yeah, I've got
to agree
with you in that one.
Potentially, I can only go off logic.
Yeah.
But, well, at number 2, 39 D Gray Street. The second most haunted house in UK.
Oh.
Most only ever stay 4 days.
4 days, no one stayed any longer.
Most anyone's ever stayed there because they get assaulted by throwing knives, people being dragged out of bed, heavy objects being launched around the property. So most people just bail.
Sleeping bag and a fucking that's it.
Yeah.
See what happens then.
Well, it's like, what's it, in it? One of those kind of old 1970s shows where it's like, hey, there's a haunted house over there. Let's spend the night. Like, it's like, why?
No, nothing's gonna happen. You're talking bare waffle, son. Bare waffle.
Well, at number 1,
bare crumpet
in the most haunted buildings in the UK is Glamis Castle. The ghost lady with no tongue.
No tongue? How the fuck does she talk to you then?
This is one of the most haunted castles in the UK, or if not the most haunted castle in the UK, and it's the home to over 20 spirits. They reckon, and there's been reports
rum, gin.
They boast a full bar. But it's not complimentary.
It's in Scotland, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's bound to be there.
No, I'm not. Is this one in Scotland? I'm not sure.
I think so. Well, I couldn't be 100%, but it sounds Scottish to me.
Well, they say there's over 20 ghosts knocking around, spirits. There's been reports of banging doors, knocking, shadow, standard stuff.
Yeah.
But this seems to be more prolific in the sense that there's too many ghosts. Too many ghosts. So many. Where the Ghostbusters at? Where the Busters at?
Yeah, there's a new job.
Never cross the streams.
There's a new job. We can send that into Europe.
What?
With the Ghostbusters.
The ghouly Ghostbusters, man.
The ghouly Ghostbusters.
We'll come in and have a gander.
Yeah.
Well, we might learn a few things.
Psychotic.
Yeah, I want to learn a few things about ghost hunting anyway.
Well, why don't you join that agency?
I'm got the SPR.
Yeah, that's the fella.
Check that out as well. I was meant to give that website. I think you just Google SPR, the Society for Psychical Research.
Yeah. That's the fella.
Check them out.
That's a bottle of gin.
That's it. And like they're probably into the spirits as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, heavily.
And that's your top 10 for this week, and that's the top 10 most haunted buildings in the UK.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, I hope that you enjoyed that. That was just pretty much everything, and we just wanted to throw that out. So,
we did.
And
we did.
Hopefully you'll look forward to our next episode, which is our part 2 of the Halloween extravaganza.
Yes.
And I think
should be good.
Yeah,
you come in, Jay.
I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but we're going to keep on the sort of paranormal.
If plans come together.
Yeah. Do you know what? Right, I'm not even joking. Right, we had a break between doing this podcast. And I can't believe we forgot to mention this, but they're going to think we're talking bollocks anyway.
Go for it.
Right, we were talking about the knocking from Poltergeist. Yeah. And there was a knock in the house, right? So the tailor's gone. I'm not even going to ask. He asked if there was anyone there. Yes, no.
Yes.
Not once, twice, blah, blah, yeah.
Yeah.
What
did you say?
I asked it if it was nice. And it said, it was nice.
Yeah, and I said, are you outside? Are you inside? And
it said no.
No, yeah. And then, it's supposed to be nice, but we're going to question it some more hopefully next week.
Potentially, see what happens in it. Yeah. But I'm not trying to. I've got a sleeper.
I think Jay was knocking it.
Anyway, right, yeah. Right. Well, we're going to keep on the Halloween theme.
Tempo,
yeah. Might even get the thriller dance out of Taylor next week.
Oh, you won't catch me dancing.
He's going to be down the street.
I'm
Anyway.
going to be talking to the ghosts.
He's going to be talking. It's going to be hitting the spirits hard.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yes.
Anyway, well, that's it for this extra episode of Never a Straight Answer. I hope you've enjoyed it, and
We have.
And we're basically we'll catch you next week.
You sure
And subscribe. You can get us on the email at neverstraightanswer@gmail.com. Get us on Twitter at NASA_never and Instagram at neverstraightanswer. What else? You can get us on all this normal stuff like Google Podcasts, iTunes. If you want to give us a 5-star or any star rating on there, that'd be cool.
Yeah, good one.
Comment,
be great.
that'd be mint. What else? Get us on all them like Spotify and every podcast platform.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
Right, well, that's perfect then.
Yeah.
So, right, well, take it easy, guys, and peace out.
Peace out.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.